Hi everyone, I am using Screencast-o-matic to show you how to record a job meeting screencast. It's a very easy thing to do once you set up your Screencast account through screencast-o-matic.com. Free account, already authorized to utilize this. You can begin screencasting right away. It's very, very simple. So one of the things that I like to do is to screencast my job meetings for students that can't necessarily attend the group job meetings that I host at the beginning of every semester. One of the things I realized early on in my job was if students can't attend, and many of them can't due to various reasons, they often end up scheduling individual meetings with you, and you end up conveying and providing those students with the exact same information you just gave a large group of students, but you do that and replicate it in a one-on-one setting. And as many of you may know, that's a highly inefficient way of communicating with your students, and it really just becomes very tiresome and monotonous. So one of the ways you can use screencasting is to actually capture information such as a job search meeting and provide the exact same content to students online. So that is one of the ways in which I have utilized screencasting to make myself more efficient in my job. And my assumption is many of you also want to become more efficient as well. So you'll see right here what I have is my just basic spring 2016 job search PowerPoint. What I recommend doing is obviously logging into Screencast-o-matic, bringing up your window, starting your recording when you're ready. But I'm actually just kind of showing you an overview of how to do this. A couple recommendations that I have is I would not script anything. I've seen screencasts done before where people actually script themselves and read off a sheet of paper, and it sounds very robotic and less natural, I would say. So I recommend just recognizing the fact that you're not going to be perfect in a screencast. You're going to have likely some errors or some pauses, some things like that. But the reality is I think the students will appreciate that, and it creates a more humanizing experience for them. So once you're ready to go, you have your PowerPoint up. I would actually recommend just going to your slideshow, viewing your slideshow. So wait for this to load. And we can see what my slideshow looks like here. This is just an example. And this is my co-op job search meeting PowerPoint that I can provide. And I can actually directly click through this PowerPoint slide by slide. I'm actually just using my arrow key on my keyboard. And I'm conveying information to my students, important dates, deadlines, whatever it may be, going over your co-op eligibility, whatever meets your needs. Now, I would recommend just recognizing the fact that Screencast-o-matic has a 15-minute limit for video recording. So thus, if you choose to utilize Screencast-o-matic, you'll have to likely chunk out your video into a couple different segments. So just something to keep in mind. You're able to time yourself and know actually how long you're recording. So just something to be aware of as you go. I've utilized this before, and I found that students don't mind if it's chunked into a couple different video segments, as long as you provide them with easy access and show them exactly where those videos are. So this is just one example of how you can utilize Screencast-o-matic to make you a bit more efficient in your job, conveying information that's pertinent to students regarding job meetings. Thanks for checking it out.